Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Today we are diving into the film room in Draft Day Sports College Football 2026 to build a foolproof game plan against the Nicholls State Colonels, who the Merrimack Warriors have up next. Looking at the overview, this is a 3-5 team that is bleeding points. They're giving up over 37 points and 387 yards a game. But before we start chalking up a guaranteed win, we need to look at the offense and make some decisions. They score 23 points a game and have a very specific identity. Let's break down the data and build a game plan to shut them down. Just bear in mind that this is a sandbox league, so I can see everything. I'm only showing you this to illustrate the point. Normally I would not. I would just look at it from Merrimack's end, but this screen is the same thing I would be able to see in Merrimack. Um, If you look at the playing calling for the season, one thing jumps off the screen immediately. RPOs. Shotgun RPO power right, spread RPO stretch right bubble, pistol RPO read bubble. They spam the run pass option. Even in the last game against McNeese State, the most called play was RPO power right, mixed heavily with wide receiver comebacks and slants. They want to spread you out, read your linebackers, and get the ball out quickly. But here's the secret to the offense. They can't actually run the football. The leading rusher, Joe Taylor, only has 309 yards on the entire season. They use the RPO purely as an extension of the passing game. Quarterback Donald Ash is throwing the rock a ton. He's got over 2,200 yards and 19 touchdowns, but look at the turnovers, 11 interceptions and a nearly 7% sack rate. He will make mistakes if you pressure him. When he throws, he's looking for Ricky Vergara, who is a volume monster with 112 targets and 68 catches, or Edward Dent, who's the absolute premier red zone threat with 8 touchdowns on this season. Now, let's look at why this team is giving up 37 points a game. Looking at their defensive play con, they live in a nickel and dime package. Their top 2 calls all season are nickel contain and dime drop middle. They are terrified of getting beat deep and are constantly putting extra defensive backs on the field. Personnel-wise, you will have to watch out for the defensive end, Paul Wilbur. He's got 4 sacks on the season so far and a massive 26 hurries. He is their entire pass rush. In the secondary, Orr Weeble is a ball hawk at strong safety with 3 picks, and cornerback Keith Badger has 14 pass deflections. They have guys who can make plays on the ball, which explains why they want to sit in coverage. The game plan and how we can win. All right, so how do we beat them? Here's the official game plan. On defense, we don't want to stack the box. I repeat, we do not want to stack the box against this team. The traditional run game is awful. We want to sit in zone coverage, cover 3 or cover 4 to jump those quick RPO bubbles, slants, and comebacks. Force Donald Ash to hold the ball and make 4 field reads. He takes sacks and he throws picks. Let your front 4 get home and wait for him to make a mistake. Bracket Edward Dent in the red zone. Also, consider focusing on Vergara as well. On offense, run the ball down the throats. They're sitting in dime and nickel all game long. If they want to put 6 defensive backs on the field, we are going to get them with heavy sets, run power, inside zone, and physically dominate their light boxes. When we do pass, double team Paul Wilbur on the edge and avoid testing Keith Badger unless we have a clear matchup advantage. Stick to the script. Establish the run game early. Sit back on defense, debate Donald Ash into bad throws, and you'll put up 40-plus points on Nicholls State, just like everyone else has this season. If this breakdown helped your game planning, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments which team you would like me to scout next. Right now, I'm going to be scouting Right now, we will be scouting Wagnall, who's up next at 2-6. It's been a pretty good season for the Merrimack Royals, if you remember. It's been a while since we did a video. They lost the first game by a convincing margin to North Dakota State, but since then they have been winning every single game, and they are really showing that they are playing very well. So that's it for now. As always, thank you for your support. Hope you like this video.